G'day everyone, how you doing? Well, hopefully you're connected. I actually have no idea right now if you are, but if you are, shoot me a message on Facebook because right now I have sent out an invite to a couple ambassadors, but we don't have them on. So really right now it's just me, myself, and I. So hopefully we're broadcasting live. What I'd love to know is if you're out there, just send me a message on Facebook so I know that you're there and I know that you're watching. Other than that, we just came out of one of the best events ever in UK's history. All about being bulletproof, all about, how to be unstoppable. And this webinar tonight is how to leverage your leaders going into the schedule of events that we're about to do. So, as you guys know, or maybe you don't know, we have a massive announcement coming in pretty much the company's history. I have had privy to some of what is coming, and I would say this, that what is about to happen is going to be absolutely phenomenal. Guys, when you think about a legacy company, when you think about a company that's doing what's right for the people that they care about, it's going to be demonstrated in the next coming weeks. So, if you're out there and you're on Google Hangout, you're welcome to join in. I'm getting messages saying the light behind me in my Morpheus chair yes, it is a Morpheus chair, is not helping. So I hope that is a little bit better. But yes, what we want to talk about today is the event schedule going on in the UK. And now I know, Shelley Withers, you have a list of the events. I have a list of them, but I don't have them handy. Do I have them handy? Sam, could you grab those for me? We are going to talk about how to build into those events. Because what we did in Canada, what helped us go from 0 to 20 million in sales per month, what helped us become the #1 company ever to launch in the sort of country's history, was really the way that we went out and built event to event to event. Now, as your leaders know, we've been working very tightly with Jason O'Toole, who really pioneered that concept, and now we're really starting to develop that in the UK market. And one of the things that I was talking to your ambassadors about was how you build from event to event and how you leverage each other through this unity that we have here in the UK. And I'll tell you something, the leaders you have right now in the UK, they're driven, they're passionate, and the circle is tight. And I'm just excited for what's going to happen in 2015 and really where we're going. So if you're ready, say yes, I'm ready, to yourself, because I can't hear you. So hopefully you're participating. What I'm going to do now is I'm going to switch to a PowerPoint so that you guys can sort of get an idea of what I'm talking about on a visual basis. And it's just probably take a few seconds to load here. But what I want to do for you is really give you an idea of what you need to do to be effective as a promoter when leveraging these events. Now, we have events coming up, and that's actually going to be happening. Okay, open system preferences. This might be a good thing. Hopefully present to everyone. Okay, cool. I believe that's working now. I hope the background noise isn't too bad, guys. It is. I didn't really have a location I could get to, but is that coming through okay? Can you guys see the PowerPoint? I'm getting a few messages on Facebook. Is that PowerPoint coming through okay for you? I'll assume it is. So what I want you guys to do is grab a pen. We're going to be releasing a flyer tomorrow. We're going to be doing events in your areas. We're going to be doing Liverpool, Dublin, London twice, Southampton, Perth, Scotland twice also, and also Leeds. Now we're going to be doing those events, and it's going to be in a very aggressive schedule where we're going to be rotating a lot of different speakers to give you guys exposure to where we are now and where we are going. The big announcement's going to be happening in December, the first week. But really, guys, to capture that, you want to get people in front of your leaders at these events. So I'm going to get a list of that afterwards for you, hopefully, and I'll have times for you as well. And my wife's going to get that laid out for us. So there's no any specific dates and times. It's in the group. Yeah, if you guys want, go like my wife and I, rjandsam.com. We have our fan page. We do a lot of our Vi comments. A lot of you try to friend me. I don't have a lot of people, so just I have a limit. I've hit 5,000, so just do it over on my like page. But the thing I wanted you guys to know is your success is determined by the quality and size of your network. So say that to yourself. Your success is determined by the quality and size of your network. What that means, guys, is that for you to be successful, you literally have to grow your network. You have to grow and be intentional in growing, the people around you, but also associating with people more successful than yourself. That is the key to this business. If you're the least talented person on your team, that is an amazing thing. That is an amazing thing. Because really, at the end of the day, if you can get people more talented than you in your team, that's what creates an explosion. That's what's great about this. And the way you attract those people is by leveraging Dave Ives, is by leveraging Shelley Withers, Lara Zimmerman, Pete and Hillary Webb, Amanda Churcher. I mean, all of these guys, whether they made $100,000 or $250,000 in a year and a half, guys, these guys are your leaders in the marketplace, and their success is not typical. So when you can leverage those to get these people in front of it, it means you can have more successful people in your team. When I learned this strategy, I moved to Canada in 2007, and literally I did not know anybody. I started in this industry in network marketing in 2008 when I officially moved. I was traveling. I was traveling, and I was backpacking. I was snowboarding. I was like, wow, I want to move to Canada. And we started getting into 2008. I started getting into my profession again. I said, enough is enough. I want to do something different. That's when I started, looking at different options, and that's where we found this industry of network marketing. But guys, it was not an easy road. We did not have a lot of success out of the gates. In fact, I had a limiting belief on why I could not be successful because I didn't know anyone. Guys, that did not serve me. And if you have a limiting belief on why you're not successful, whether it be I don't know enough people, or I'm not smart enough, I'm not old enough, I'm not young enough, all that is a limiting belief. And I'll tell you this right now, take that limiting belief and make it your asset. Make it your asset. Because then I said, well, I don't know anyone. Crikey, I had to go meet a lot of people. And this strategy is what I did for 3 years before I started Vi. So I want you guys to understand, did you hear that? I built a network for 3 years, not network marketing. In fact, most of my people are not network marketers. But I learned to add value to others and learned to create a lot of partnerships and working with other people over 3 years. Guys, if you're starting from brand new and you have an environment where you might be able to make £1,000 a month, £2,000. In fact, everyone on this line should have made already over £1,000 a month in your career. Guys, that was more than we made in our first year, more than we made in our second year. The cool thing is with Vi, you're going to earn while you learn, but focus on developing yourself and focus on growing that network. And when, after that time, it'll pop, guys. And when it pops, it's going to be exciting. Now, as you guys know, our focus is to be the #1 transformational company in the world. Healthy fast food is what we're doing. We're owning breakfast 90 days at a time. But what penetrates things is Project 10. What penetrates things is Project 10. And that's how you start a conversation. That's what you want to focus on. So I'm just going to switch over. To my browser now, because I want you guys to know the best way to meet people in my mind. There's 2 ways in my mind. #1 way is Facebook, right? I love Facebook. It's a fantastic asset to helping you and the people you care about. But the other asset I find that is one of my most successful assets is actually, going to personal development seminars. And here's why. I am passionate about personal development, like uberly passionate about personal development. So I find when I'm in a personal development seminar, it is one of the best things I can talk about because I'm so passionate about it. So what are you passionate about? the best place to meet people is in places that you're passionate. I have a guy that loves football, so I say go into, you know, football like pages, go meet people at football clubs. Wherever you're most comfortable is one of the most best ways to actually go out and meet people. So yes, I'm just going to switch over to my Facebook now. You can see that there's lots of rioting going on. I think it's kind of idiotic. Personally, I've switched over to Facebook, so that should be the screen now. There's Mr. Dave Ives already. But what you want to do, there's a thing called graph search. Now, you have to go out and go to, you search graph search on Google, and you say, I want to join the graph search waiting list. And then you have to go to your settings and change it to English US. English US, not UK. I hope you're hearing this. Change your settings to English US, not UK. And what you're going to find is you're going to have a special search field in your Facebook field. Now, this is what's crazy. Literally, guys, this is how I build a business, because when I come into a new town or new area, or if we're building event to event, what I'll literally do is find out who is in that area that I have common interests with. Who is in that area that I have common interests with. So I just want to check, can you guys see my Facebook? Is that working right now? I hope that's working right now. So here's what I would do. I would search now, like I'm going to Perth, Scotland. You know, I'm doing that on Sunday. I'm going to be in Scotland. Do you want to just explain what I'm doing and then talk to Perth, Scotland. So what I would do is I would say people who live in, say, Scotland or Perth, Scotland. Okay, so I would say Perth, Scotland, or let's just say Scotland, UK. Keep it generic. United Kingdom. All right, so here we go. People who live in Scotland from United Kingdom. So what that'll do is that'll give me an entire list of people that I know that live in Scotland from the UK. Now, guys, I did this strategy when I was doing events in the UK. So I was like, okay, you know, Martin on the team, Emmy on the team, Laura, Dave, Benjo. These are all people that I know. But how far can this go? As you see, as you go down, you just keep scrolling down, right? Eventually, it's going to come out of people that are not friends. But what they'll do is they'll be people that are friends of friends. Now, my first way to network on Facebook, okay, is always speak with friends of friends first. Now, I'm going to talk about common interests shortly, but friends of friends first is the fastest way to build relationships. So you just go, people who live in Scotland from United Kingdom. We're going to be doing an event in London on the 14th or 15th, and another event in the 19th. So I'd be like, people who live in London from the United Kingdom, right? I like, who are my friends of friends living in the United Kingdom? Who are living in Dublin? We're going to be doing Dublin on the 7th or 9th with Lara Zimmerman. So who do I know who lives in Dublin from the United Kingdom? Southampton is going to be on Monday the 8th. Who do I know who lives in Southampton? You know, so very generic search. Perth, you know, Scotland. You could just say Scotland generically. Liverpool, you know, that's another event we're going to be doing. And then also Leeds. So Liverpool will be on Monday the 8th at 7 p.m. And Leeds will be on Saturday the 27th. But as I said, we're going to get a flyer out to you. But I want you to understand, capture these events. So you'd be like, okay, Martin knows a couple common people. So I'd be like, g'day, Martin. Now, here's the thing. Intro, start. Notice your friends with some, so why am I messaging? Notice your friends with some good mates of mine. I'll be doing an event in Scotland this weekend, actually. What is it that you do? Okay, so what you always do is do a greeting. Okay, do a greeting. Say why you're messaging. if you can throw in a compliment, you have a super cute kid. My wife and I are working on our first. By the way, my wife and I are pregnant. So there you go. I'm going to be posting that on my like page tomorrow. So there's a bit of exciting news for you. If you want, go and like my like page and make sure you get lots of comments on that one. I'm starting to build a transition from my Facebook to a like page. So I'm working on that. That's a whole nother set of skills. Right now, I would recommend learning to use Facebook through your profile. But you say, good day, Martin. Noticed you're friends with some good mates of mine. You have a super cute kid. My wife and I are working on our first. Can you explain, please? Because noise. I'm doing an event in Scotland this weekend, actually. What is it that you do? So you say, greeting. Why am I messaging? I would also say a compliment, if possible, and then a question. So greeting, why, compliment, question. Greeting, why, compliment, question. So try and say that. Greeting, why, compliment, question. Greeting, why, compliment, question. Right? And then boom, that's a contact. Now what I'll actually do is I'll sit there and message. I'll probably send out about 40 messages. I did this strategy in Amsterdam because I was in Amsterdam and I had a guy called Sebastian Adam, right, which we're friends with now. And I'll show you his thread. I think it'll load. I'll show you an example. It's a little small. Let me see if I can make it a bit bigger for you. Okay. So this is just, I'll send out, like, guys, I'm telling you right now, I'll send out, 40, 50 messages, okay? Now, here's the key. Don't friend them, okay? The key isn't friending right now. I'm not talking about a friending strategy. I'm talking about a just basically messaging strategy. So you just send out message. Because you've got common friends, it won't go to this thing called other folder. See this thing called other folder? It'll just go to normal inbox. That's what you want. Okay? Now, as I was saying, I'm trying to get to Sebastian, one of our first messages. Oh, okay, so I was like, g'day, how are you? How do we know each other? I did this. Conversation, yada, 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 complimenting questions, asking him about the area. I always love talking about traveling because it's something I'm passionate about. Remember, talk about what you're most passionate about because that is something you can just talk about forever. I love talking about traveling. Oh, by the way, and he's like, oh, what are you doing? So this came up from him. I was like, what should I do in Amsterdam? He's like, oh, I've been on the road for the last 3 weeks. What is your event? I might be curious. I mentioned I was doing an event, or I mentioned a friend was doing an event. And he's like, oh, we're going to 6 p.m. It's at the Crown Plaza. Hence, he's like, why so curious? And he's like, Amsterdam's the best thing in the city. He goes, I might be able to swing it. What is it? He actually asked me, is it a health and business opportunity in Informal? And I said, yeah, Project 10 mission. It's to solve childhood obesity, talked about what his values are. And anyways, long story short, guys, he came out to the event. In Amsterdam, and I'm still talking to him, but that was a contact from nothing that potentially will be a promoter. He's excited to be a promoter. Ends up he was Canadian, and we're working on that. So that's one strategy. It's called the common friends strategy. Very, very good. Very, very good. Now, one of the other things I'm passionate about, as I said already, is personal development. So someone who's big in the personal development world would be someone like Tony Robbins. Guys, a tip for you is I know Shelly and Dave and all the others are planning on going to Tony Robbins, Unleash the Power Within in March. I recommend going to it. I know they were talking to Nick about getting potential discounted tickets. I would talk to them now because it's one of the best places to go. This is 5,000 people all wanting to learn about, business, financial freedom, and also, in the target of business. So that's a perfect place for you to go to find promoters. But that's something I'm passionate about. So I would go to that event and I would just meet people. I wouldn't pitch my opportunity. Here's the second way. So another one would be, okay, friends of, people who like Tony Robbins, okay? So it's people who like Tony Robbins, okay, who live in, where are we going? Liverpool. We live in Liverpool, United Kingdom. Boom. So people who live in, who like Tony Robbins, who live in the United Kingdom. So I would start, so again, I do the common friends strategy, right? I do greeting, wire messaging, compliment, question, and I wait for them to come back and say, oh yeah, my friend, my friend Dave Ives is going to be in Liverpool on Sunday doing an event for the company that I work with. It's a fantastic mission. And they will say, well, what's the mission, right? So I'm getting lots of common friends. I'll do, common friends strategies. So I'll be like, g'day, Matt. Noticed you're a fan of, Tony Robbins. Man, honestly, great stuff. My mentor works with him directly. Notice you read. Okay, so here it says, Wage Slave to Financial Freedom. Notice you read Wage Slave to Financial Freedom. What is it that you do? Okay. Now what I'll do is I won't friend him, but I'll outbound a bunch of people, 30, 40. Okay. And then when they get back to me, I'll be like, oh yeah, I work with this, I'll be like, how are you? Oh, that's amazing. Oh, I like that. Oh, this is phenomenal. Cool. And they're like, well, what is it that you do? Or I'd be like, actually a friend of mine is going to be in Liverpool talking about the mission that I'm a part of. So going back to the slides, I talked to you already, guys, about Project 10 being the best form of penetration, transformation company, financial freedom, breakfast, 90 days. Don't worry about that. Get on the Project 10 page and then, do this into, and then say, oh yeah, I challenge you to look at it. Man, I'll have to set you up with my friend, who's going out there, Lisa Panton. So you guys see, you just got to get in a conversation. When you're doing a conversation, the key with a conversation is you wanna make sure you're talking about their needs. You want to enter their world first. That's the key. Enter their world first. People love talking. You know what people love talking about? People love talking about themselves. So use that to your advantage to get to know them, find out what they value, right? That's the key with this business. The more you make friends, the more you deal with people that, you find out what they need, right? You find out what they need. That's what creates a business, right? That's what creates a business. That's how you get to know people, and it's about connecting about what they want. So I'm gonna show you an example. One of the formulas I follow when getting to know people is I would talk about, let's switch over. And again, sorry for the background noise. If you're having trouble hearing me, guys, I understand it's lots going on. But let's switch over back to the PowerPoint. Okay, switching over back to the PowerPoint. Okay, and we're going to talk about needs. This is a formula I will spend a lot of time on when talking to people on Facebook. Now I'll be like, what do you do now? What do you enjoy? What don't you enjoy? What are you excited about? What are you passionate about? If you have time when you meet someone on the phone, this is a brilliant conversation to have. And it can take 60 seconds or it could take an hour. These questions you can ask many, many, many questions about. Do differently. That is like, once you get to know them, what do you do now? What do you like about that? How does that work for you? What do you enjoy? What don't you enjoy? What are you excited about? What excites you about that? What are you passionate about? I'm curious, if you didn't have to do that, what would you do differently? Or, you talked about how you don't have much time. If you didn't have to worry about that time, what would you do differently? You know what? Share. You know what? My friend Lisa Pan is in Liverpool. Oh my God, she's coming out to this event. If you want to have more time with your kids, you know what? You got to take a look at what we're doing with Project 10. Have you been challenged yet? Well, what's Project 10? Oh, it's this amazing mission to solve childhood obesity. We challenge people to lose 10 pounds, build 10 pounds. And we're looking for some people to partner with us because the new year is going to be insane. We actually distribute healthy fast food. I know it sounds weird, but it works. And man, you got to take a taste of what we do. Everything's £1.50, high in taste, high in nutrition. If I could set up a meeting with you and Lisa, you know, because, you know, she's running the event, she's phenomenal. Would you be willing just to go out and meet her and see what's going on? Because even if it's not for you, I'd love just to take a look and maybe you can point me in the direction of someone that I can help. Guys, do you see that coming from that place of building a relationship, you know, adding value to their life, finding out how you can help them and get their needs, and not so much how you want to, you know, get into what they want. Now, this is a strategy I'll do with people I meet when I'm at a personal development seminar. This is a strategy I'll do if I bump into someone that I have a conversation with. It's just a way to get to know someone, right? I mean, at the end of the day, guys, like this is it. Focus on the Project 10. Focus on that message. You guys are good at that message because otherwise you want to be an RD. But use that, you know, start a conversation first and going into that. Look, the now factors are where we are right now. We're in our 4th quarter. Talk to people about starting a business. You don't start a business in the 1st quarter. You start in the 4th quarter. January 2nd, we're going to go bananas. When you guys hear what's coming at these events, literally hear how the founders are putting it all on the line again for your future, you're going to go absolutely sick. Your mind is going to be blown. And building a team now, guys, that's what you want to do. I'm going to give you a big tip, guys. Do you know these holiday bash pools? We had something similar. They're way simpler now, but here's a big tip. Here's a big tip. Okay, here's a big tip, okay? I want you to, I'm gonna switch back to camera so I can be impactful, okay? I can be impactful. Oh, I just realized I was showing my slides. This is the slides I was just talking about, needs. Here's the need slides. Now, enjoy, excited. It just told me I wasn't doing this. So take a screenshot of that quickly. And then I was talking about transformation company, healthy fast food, but Project 10 is the best way to open up the conversation. Okay. And then weight loss season, 4th quarter, build a team now, get the samples out. But what I wanted to share with you guys, you know, I'm going to stop the presentation now. So I hope you got that quickly. I want you to understand these holiday bash bonus pools. Do you want to know when the best time to hit these pools are? Do you want to know when the best time? Morpheus chair, red pill, blue pill. You know, red pill being like, leave life the way that it is. Blue pill, like, I'm going all out. Let's go. New year, change my life. What that truly is the holiday bash pools is when you profit share with the entire company. Let me ask you this question. What are most normal people doing during December? Is they're probably not going to do VI. They're probably going to enjoy their family, and there's nothing wrong with that. But for those of you that are an entrepreneur out there, that are hungry, that want more, I'm going to give you a big tip. If you hit these pools, whether it's customer, whether it's promoter, get the word out there, lay the foundation, start promoting into each other's events. We'll get you a flyer tomorrow, leverage that. We're going to do a call Wednesday. A strategy call to help promote these events on Wednesday. It's going to be at probably 9 p.m. I'll get back to you through your leaders on Wednesday, and we're going to promote it again on the vision call. The best time to get in these pools is December, because no one else is working. And when you're profit sharing, even if you just got some customers and promoters, it's going to go gangbusters. Guys, we made $2,200 in our 6 week of VI as a regional director, unqualified. We were unqualified regional directors. And when I saw the possibility of what you could make week to week, that's what drove us to 5-star, because I was like, I'm just going to focus on these weekly calls. Guys, your ability to network and grow that network, add value to others, is how you build a business. You can do this. I believe in you. We just came out of the best event freaking ever in the history of VI, in the history of VI UK. You know, I am so jazzed about where we are, and it is nothing compared to where we'll be by the end of 2015. So leverage your Facebook. You know, message people, greet them. Hey, here's why I'm messaging. You know, a compliment, question. Get into their needs. Go, leverage Lisa, leverage Dave. They're going to be doing influencer meetings. If they're personal trainers, successful entrepreneurs, teachers, coaches, pastors, anyone in network marketing. We will work together and do influencer meetings the day of the event. We're going to work this as one unit, one team. We're going to make it about the mission, team second, and we're going to put ourselves last and make it about you guys, make it about us as a culture so that UK becomes the dominant brand in Europe. I will not settle for UK being less than Sweden, being less than Netherlands, being less than Sweden. And I am personally on a mission with my wife and I to build a future here. We're moving here. We're building a family here. We're invested in all of you, and we are ready to go. So I hope you guys are ready to go. Like I said, come like us on rjandsam.com, our like page, because that's where we're putting all our buy stuff. Try not to send me a friend request because I have too many. I'm at 5,000 already. But guys, I want you to know that we're here to build. We're here to build a future with you, and I'm excited about where we're at. And message those people. Ask them those questions. Friends of friends, friends of friends. I see you know this person. Oh my gosh, I see you like this. Hey, what do you do? What do you do? Oh, how do you do this? Oh, I like this about you. What do you do? Hey, do you know about this big event? Do you know, have you heard of Project 10? Have you heard about this big event we're doing there? Ask questions, get their needs, leverage each other, leverage each other. Message people that don't have common friends, but that have similar likes, personal trainer likes, or maybe it's a football club like, or maybe it's a mum like, or maybe it's whatever you're passionate about. Don't message them. Here's the thing, key with Facebook, don't friend, message. But ask them that once you build a relationship, I'm going to send a friend request. That's how you do it. My other tip for you is this. If Facebook gives you any kind of warning, like it says, do you really know this person, or error or anything, stop doing it. Give it a 24-hour cooling off period, or you will go to jail. Facebook doesn't say this, but if you get any kind of error, then stop. Remember, I'll close with this. Facebook and social media, it's a social environment. It isn't a pitch environment. Man, back in Australia, we have Barbies all the time. Literally have Barbies all the time. And it's like if you were hanging out with your mates and your wife beaters and stubbies having a beer, and your mate says, hey, what you been up to? You don't get out the flip chart and overview and start presenting. That's not how it works in a barbecue, and that's not how it works in social media. Stop the pitch fest, okay? You know, maybe talk about by every fourth post, whether that's every day or whether that's, you know, every fourth day, whatever that looks like. Stop the pitch fest, guys. Add value first. Say, oh man, I'm good. You know, a post like it's like you hanging out. Talk about your lifestyle, the fun, the things that excite you, and then be like, oh yeah, man, I'm doing this thing, Project 10. I'm excited about this. My friend's result. Dude, you got to check it out. We should talk. That's how it works. Facebook's a social engagement, guys. You want to leverage what we're doing. Add lots of friends, but guys, if Facebook gives you any warning, stop now. Time you. Now, this was a recording, so you know I'll push this out to you guys or your ambassadors. I'm just excited about where we're at, where we're going, and guys, let's go make it happen. Blow up these events. Remember, London twice. It'll be definitely on the 29th with Jason O'Toole, and then either the 14th or 15th. It's going to be in Dublin on the 7th or 9th. Lisa will get an event to you. Southampton will be Monday, the 8th. Perth, Scotland, I'm there Sunday if you know anyone in Scotland. And then again on the 28th of December, Liverpool with Lisa Panton, Monday 8th. And Leeds on Lisa Panton, Saturday the 27th of December. Let's work together. We'll build a calendar. We'll give it to you. But guys, your business, your future. So grab it, own it. Let's go get it. This call's officially over. Bye, everyone. Catch you later. Hope this was valuable. See ya.